One of the great things about working in hospitality is we really get to get our hands on some unbelievably good raw product, don't we?
Absolutely.
Nothing better than this Bannister Down milk and cream. It's pretty good, right?
You know, when you've got fantastic ingredients, let's make something so simple to highlight the flavours of it. I'm going to get you to give me a hand to make a ricotta, and we'll top some sourdough bread that we grill with this ricotta, some prosciutto, tomato, a few herbs. I think we've got to get going. So let's get started on this ricotta. Now, so we've got about a litre of milk and about 500 mils of Bannister Downs cream. We've got to get the milk and cream to a certain temperature, and it's such a simple cheese to make, Scott, that all we need to do is to get it to about the point that it's simmering, which is about 90 degrees Celsius.
Why are we loving Bannister Downs above store-bought milk?
Well, look, it's going to taste so creamy. You're going to taste that fullness and that characteristic of real farm milk. I'm a farm boy. I came from a dairy farm at Quarrama.
Right.
And this is as close as it gets to what we used to milk out of our cows. You can see just around the edge, the milk is just starting to bubble.
Yeah, right.
That means that the temperature's perfect. If you've got a thermometer at home, 90 degrees Celsius, I'll turn that heat off and I'll get you to stir this around, Scott, and I'll add a little bit of salt. Keep on going, keep on stirring.
Gotcha.
And this is the magic. The magic is 3 tablespoons of vinegar, and that will set and that will curdle that milk and will separate into curds and whey for our fresh ricotta. Let's unveil this ricotta. We've got to drain it. We'll get a colander, a little bit of chucks. You can use cheesecloth if you like. And we're just going to ladle this out.
There you go, mate. Sure.
Straight into that cheesecloth.
Oh, wow.
Now let's get rid of that. We'll let that drain. So here's a sourdough bread for our base.
Oh, look at that. You know, these guys are bloody good at what they do. Turkish bakeries here in Perth, steeped in history. It's a family owned and operated. They love hand moulding their products.
Now that I've got a few slices off,
Yeah.
I'm going to just brush this bread with a little bit of olive oil, and I've infused that with some garlic. It's all about yeast, and sourdough bread is so much about time. Giving the bread time to develop flavour and texture. And I'm going to get you to cook that for us, Scott.
Yeah, chuck us some tongs. I'll take care of that while you move on, Chef.
Okay, now let's get this ricotta that we've made a few minutes ago. Pop the ricotta into a dish. We're going to just bless that with a little bit of lemon zest. Add some fresh truss tomatoes to this dish. Slice them to little half rounds. They're ready to go. Put a little bit of pepper in there as well. And we've got some herbs that we're going to garnish these sourdough. Okay, Scott, let's get them off onto the plate.
Okay, yes, Chef. That looks great.
Ah, look, we're on here. We'll start building this. We'll start with a prosciutto. Just on the base of the plate, we'll dob the ricotta on top.
Oh, wow. I like that texture.
Oh, it's so rich. It's really, really creamy. Some of the tomato.
Russ, that from fantastically sourced local produce, it's taken no more than 10 minutes of work to put together this blindingly good local produce, super simple, on a plate. That looks wonderful. You know, I reckon there's a lot of hoopla around food and wine matching, and I don't think it needs to be anywhere near that complicated. All I simply do is choose one great big flavour on the dish and then try and either match it with the wine or juxtapose it. In this situation, the big flavour here is this ricotta. Look at that dollop of creamy, delicious goodness. It's so good. It's big, it's rich, it's soft and supple. So what I want to do is kind of clean it up with a nice, crisp, bracing, fresh white wine. Little Verdelho here from the guys at Myersfield, and I love it. It's got all those lovely, refreshing flavours that just balance out that wonderful, locally sourced and made ricotta. It's kind of like, I don't know, sitting in a warming spa on a cold night. You're all nice and warm inside, and then you get out and it's nice and refreshing. Anyway, cheers.